Let's do a thing. Hopefully I'm live. Hopefully there's music. This is the first time we've done this on that there YouTube, so it's a little bit different. You can let me know you can hear me all right, you can smell me all right, and all of that jazz. That'd be grand. All good. Welcome in. Welcome in. Now, for many, you'll be thinking, what is this? Why is this on? It's that one from the news. That's annoying. No, I know, right? I know. Welcome to Love You by Friday. So it is here on a Friday. Normally, we are via the power of Twitch, hanging out with other noteworthy gamers on Twitch, like those lads that play retro games. I quite like them. Can't remember their names. Ashley Roboto, quite like her. And others. But today, as part of the wild card rule for the brand extension, we are here via YouTube for an hour. So this is quite nice, isn't it? So how this rolls is pretty straightforward. On your screen right now, you will see a phone number for America. You will see a phone number for the England, for the United of the Kingdoms. And you will also see an email address. So that is a Skype address. If you want to be on the show, we take calls live. That's how this works. It is live calls straight to here, the isolation station. So if you want to get involved, please get involved using the numbers below. We take calls live. It's normally a little bit frantic. I'm to see how this is going to run as we take them live here this afternoon via YouTube for the very first time. And we have our first live call. You know what? And if you're ringing right now, you'll be in a test pilot to see whether or not this nonsense is going to effectively work. So, answering the call now with the number ending 295. Who's this?
You?
I am doing smashing. Where are you calling from, Stephen?
I'm calling from Rotherham.
Oh, how's Rotherham treating you?
Yeah, it's alright, actually.
Doing alright? I'm just getting some messages through saying that the music's too loud, so I'm going to kill the music.
Yeah, it was last week, to be quite honest.
Yeah, so the volume is upped on your audio, all being well. So if we can, so you'll have to excuse me as we're still tinkering with some of the settings on this. So
yeah, no problem.
Can we plug your mic in? They're saying. Well, my mic is plugged in, which is. We will get to your call. The caller knows you're waiting, Stephen. So bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I do this. I can't hear Stephen now. Tom's mic's a tad low. I can't hear you plug your mic in. Voice is too low. Well, I tell you what I need to... Okay, give me a second. I can fix this. Stephen, we will have a proper conversation. This isn't just tech support hour with Tom from Cultaholic. I assure you. We will definitely make sure that we can hear each other before we start talking. So if I do...
Right, no problem.
Right, so bear with me 1 second. But please hold. The caller knows you're waiting. Scream, Tom. I don't think people need me to scream. That's just scary. I'm far too... It's far too loud now. Oh, sorry about this, Stephen. Like, this is all... I presume... Can the chat let me know that you can hear Stephen? So if you can hear Stephen, then we are having a good time. We can. You can hear Stephen, so that's good. You just can't hear me very... Kinda. You just can't hear me very well. Okay. I can hear you. I can hear Stephen loud and clear. Okay. Can we hear Stephen? We can hear both of you. Okay. I'm just a bit quiet. All right. That's never happened before, by the way, me being called quiet. That's brand spanking new. That is brand spanking new. I'm not sure quite what else I can do to turn the microphone up on here, which is a bit unusual. But thank you for holding on the line. You're not in the middle of doing anything important, are you, Stephen? You're not operating any heavy machinery or anything like that.
Oh, no. I was just on my PlayStation. It came up that you were streaming.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what am I doing? And then I realised it's Friday, isn't it? So I was like, oh, it's that thing, isn't it?
It's Friday, and you've got to get down on Friday. To quote our friend Jack the Jobber, who's sadly not here today. He is celebrating his birthday. So consequently...
Yeah, no. loads of people were sending birthday wishes on Twitter yesterday, weren't they?
Yeah, they were indeed. They were indeed. Volume is fine now, apparently, so everybody can hear everybody. That should be all right now. We should be fine. Bear with me. I know this is absolutely incredible technology. This is incredible watch. I'm aware of that. Stephen from Rotherham. Apparently people can hear me now. We're just gonna crack through it. Apparently I'm being hard limited. I'm getting some tech advice from Sam, bless him, who's on the other end, who supports me. It's when it's peaking, I'm going quiet. Okay. What we're gonna do, Stephen? Just bear with me.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm just gonna quickly have a chat with our tech guy. This has all come about verylastminute.com, because we would normally do this on Twitch where the settings are slightly different, and so we're trying it on here just to be a bit different, and consequently it's not working as well as we'd hoped. So that's all good. That's all good. So Stephen, whilst we're fixing my technical side of things, could you tell us about your day? What have you been up to?
Nothing. Just literally about to watch NXT UK. So quite excited for that. Last few weeks has been pretty good, I think. Because saying that I've never watched it, and some of the performers on there, I've seen in real life, but they seemed a little bit better since then. So I'm quite invested in it at the moment, to be quite honest.
Who's been your favourite on NXT so far?
Oh, it's got to be Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray.
Nice.
At the moment.
Yeah, I've been a massive supporter of Kaylee Ray's work for ages. Incredibly good at what she does.
Her and Viper, I saw Viper when she was in ICW, I think it was, because she came to Sheffield for a show. I was like, wow, she's really good. I do rate her.
Yeah, very, very, very good. It's a tough thing with NXT UK because it's one of those brands that has sort of been forgotten about over time. Yeah,
it's because of you guys pretty much that I've just started to watch it, and I'm like, why haven't I been watching this since before lockdown? Exactly. Right, so I'm like.
Before we go any further, Stephen, we're gonna correct these audio problems once and for all because I'm moving the fader up and I'm realizing that everybody's on a delay. So what I need to do is very quickly get the audio right for this. So I've got this setting in now. As I am saying the words now, can you repeat back to me saying Helen and audio is good or bad? But put the word Helen in so I know what point we're at in the call. So Helen and audio is good or audio is bad. If you could put that in the chat so I know where we're at, that'd be incredible. That'd be great. So Helen, audio is good. 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 It's a good day to be a Helen. Stephen, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Let's crack back on. So with NXT UK, it's a tough one because I feel like it's been a bit lost in the shuffle over time. And now it's back and they're doing something different with it, which I'm really happy about. What are your thoughts on the Heritage Cup?
I think Impact did tried to do something like that with a championship a few years ago, and I was a bit iffing about it. I think this time it has promise. I think it has the star power. I hope it works really. You brought Pete Dunne in, who, in my opinion, is so underrated. He should be on the main roster, in my opinion.
100%. And I think the only reason that everything stalled with him, I feel like he should have been up there this year, but I feel like it stalled with him because of obviously everything that's gone on in the land of the COVIDs. That meant he's sticking around in the UK a little bit longer, and at least using his talent there, I guess. So they're not just not using him.
From watching him last week, I think he's going to be wrestling in the next few weeks.
I thought he would be the 8th person in the Heritage Cup. That was my thinking, but they did the whole sort of wild card thing instead. But so it's definitely not him. I don't think. No, I thought they did that. Did they not do a triple threat match last night to determine who was going to be the last person in it? Oh, spoilers then. Apologies, Stephen. Ruined it for you. Unknowingly, I won't tell you who wins it. I I won't tell you that it's British Bulldog. Oh, no. Sorry, Stephen. Sorry, Stephen. We all knew it was going to be Bulldog anyway. It's always Bulldog. So, plans for the weekend, Stephen. What have you got for us, brother?
I don't really know. Like, there was I was thinking about going to football.
Okay.
You could still do that. Or my team's playing, but I can't go watch them in the cup, FA Cup.
Who's your team?
So, Boston United.
Ah, of course.
If you noticed recently, if you've been watching the news, there's been this guy. He's a Boston United fan through the COVID thing. I don't know his name. I met him the other week and I had to ask him what his name was. He was like, I don't really know. He didn't know his own name. It was so funny.
He didn't know his own name? That's a worry.
Yeah, I think he was drunk, to be quite honest. I wouldn't be surprised.
They're always the best
But,
yeah. They're always the best time when they was a bit drunk. Completely.
Yeah, probably football and definitely NXT takeover on Sunday.
Who's your pick to win the NXT Championship?
Oh, I think Balor.
Balor, you reckon?
think Balor. Yeah, I think Balor. But I feel like, you know the guy that's been video packaging, the former NXT champion?
Yeah.
I think it's Bo Dallas.
Ah, Sir Bo of Dallas, you reckon?
Yeah, because I think it was, someone said it was Wrestling with Regret. Said it, the only NXT champion that's not doing anything at the moment is Bo Dallas.
So it's just Bo Dallas. So it's definitely going to be Bo Dallas, do you reckon?
I think it is, and it'll go into a feud with Finn going into the next takeover.
Ah, I like your thinking, sir. Stephen, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to another caller, and we're going to get our audio sorted once again because it's gone again. But Stephen, it's been flipping ace to talk to you, matey. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Love you, bye, Stephen. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Right. Thank you, Stephen. Bless Stephen. Someone had to go through the rigours of the weird first call. It is a Rode mic, and it shouldn't be performing this badly. It was working fine, and it seems to have just suddenly stopped. Helen is back now. Helen is better. Okay. I need to get to the bottom of why this is happening. I'm really sorry. I really wanted this to be like a really fun way to introduce you to Love You by Fridays, but all we've had for the first 30 minutes is stupid tech support. Can we do something like get the chat excited? Let's get the chat excited. Hit me up in the chat with who you are, where you are. I want to see how far around the world Love You by Friday is currently going. Providing that you can still hear what I'm saying. That'd be important. That'd be the main thing. Comes with the user, not with Mike Tom. LOL! Thanks, Jason. That's kind. Volume is variable. Yeah, so any tech guys in the room, in the house, if you can explain to me why when I go to my desktop microphone properties, it keeps moving around. So the number keeps changing. It's very strange. I've bumped it back up now. Hopefully it should be fine. Helen it's back now. And that's the thing. I didn't make any adjustments to it. Oh, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Look, okay. So, let's try and start the show proper. Vince is booking your mic. That is the case. Now, so this is what we do on a Friday. We get together on Twitch and we just shoot the breeze. We chat about stuff, not just wrestling stuff. We chat about loads of other stuff as well. One of the things that we do is we turn to our friends on the Patreon and we ask them for a topic for the show. So if you're one of our Patreons, you can go to patreon.com/Cultaholic and you can choose the topic. Audio is back. Audio is good. Helen's too loud again. Okay. Should have done this back at the office. Right, okay. Tom, go to your sound properties and turn off muting of other audio sources. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and I'm just going to take a quick look at this and get it sorted. So please hold, bear with me. We'll be back in just a second. Thank you. Okay, we're going to be coming back very shortly. If I can get an update on how the microphone sounds, that would be great. And hopefully we can start the show proper. Apologies, everything. Helen audio is good. Helen audio is good. Helen audio is good. Tiny smidge up. Okay, it is a smidge up, which therefore means it's going to be the loudest it's ever been. But Helen sounds a bit like Tom. That's always a problem. That's always going to be a problem. I'm not a Helen until tomorrow. Advanced audio problem. But apparently it sounds good now. So shall we come back and try again? Well, I'm just going through some technical stuff with Bless Sam. He's on the other side of this. I'm going to show Sam what I'm looking at so he knows what we're doing. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for your patience. This is greatly appreciated. Everybody seems to be saying the audio is all right now, so I think we're at a point where we can come back. I think is what we're going to try and do. Right, should we try this again? Okay, this is the proper beginning of the show now. Is the music too loud? Am I too loud? Audio needs more cowbell. I know, right? I know, right? Welcome to it. This is Love You By Friday. This is where normally we do this on Twitch. We gather on a Friday and we just shoot the breeze on the wrestling world. We do a little bit to get us started every week on Love You By Friday, called The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. And we're going to get into that in just a moment. Before we do, as I say, via our wonderful friends on Patreon, we have a topic every single week for the show, which is chosen by the people who get involved on Patreon. You get 3 topics to choose from, and you have 24 hours to vote on it. So if you're one of our patrons, you may already had a vote on what we're going to talk about today, but I can confirm the winning topic for today's show is nothing wrestling based, which is a surprise. The topic winning today is, what TV show would you love to live in? Okay, what TV show would you love to live in? So have a think about your favourite TV shows from the past, from the present, and we are going to go around, take some calls, and see where you would love to live. We'll do that in just a bit. So have a think. Before we do anything else, let's take a look at the wrestling world this week. This is another segment that we love to do called The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly. Let's start with the good. That is not good at all. Get away from me. That is not good. Nothing good about that. That's from my private collection. The good for this week, certainly not Rusev. The good for this week is Cody's promo. A fantastic promo by Cody on AEW Dynamite. Just a guttural announcement, an arrival, veins popping, announcing the dog collar match for next week. Genuinely, Cody on the mic was absolutely phenomenal when it comes to stuff on the microphone. He was brilliant this week, a real highlight for me. The bad this week, as you may have seen, was the Twitch shenanigans that we've been talking about over the last couple of hours. So Vince McMahon and WWE have said they're going to be taking control of their talent's Twitch accounts in the next 4 weeks. So all that audience that you've built up over time, you will still get a bit of it. You'll still get a percentage of that money as part of your downside guarantee, but WWE want all your passwords. And for independent contractors, that's a weird thing to be doing. It's a weird thing to be doing. The ugly this week, neither of those two are ugly. Would like to point that out. Neither of those two are ugly. They're both beautiful human beings. It is Rusev and Lana. And it was this week that Miro was on AEW's Unrestricted podcast, and he was reflecting on his time in WWE, where he told us that one of the stories that was pitched during his love, whatever it was, between Rusev, Bobby, and Lana, one of the stories that was pitched was for Rusev to reveal he has erectile dysfunction. That is, thankfully he went to WWE and said, no, that would kill my character stone dead. We're not doing that. But imagine having somebody like Ruru on your books, and that's the stuff you're dealing with. Like, I said this in news, and I back it up. Like, having Rusev on your books and doing storylines about, erectile dysfunction and love triangles, that's like buying a Rolls Royce to go to the shops in. It's just a waste of a perfectly good opportunity. That is your good, your bad, and your ugly for the world of wrestling this week. We're going to take a live call now, so fingers crossed anything could happen in the next half an hour. On the phone right now, it's the number ending 620. What's your name and where are you? You are really on right now, but I'm going to ask you to listen to the phone rather than the YouTube, so there's less of a delay. Legend. I can hear you, sir. How are you? First of all, who are you and where are you? Welcome to the... I just turned your mic on now, so hopefully... could you repeat where you are and who you are again, sir?
My name's Ryan. I'm calling from overseas in the good old US of A.
Whereabouts in the US of A are you, sir?
I am in Massachusetts.
And how is Massachusetts today?
It's funny, actually. I'm not in Massachusetts. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm actually in Maine right now because I just got to school.
Oh, look at you moving all over the place. What are you studying at Maine?
I'm a communication major.
Nice. So you shouldn't be surprised that you're on, surely. And you should have known to turn your Skype down. It's basic communications.
You're right. I should have.
Basic, mate. Basic. I
just can't believe I actually got on. I'm a huge fan of you and the guys. I've been watching ever since Adam and Jack were all in What Culture.
Oh, bless you, mate. Thank you. Although we have to dock you 50 points for saying their name. But that's fine. We'll let you off. How's your week gone so far, sir? How's your week been?
It's been a pretty good week. I actually just celebrated sister's birthday a little while ago. So.
How old was your sister?
She turned 14.
No, bless her. And I bet she was glad. So did you go home for that one? I know it's weird going anywhere at the moment, what with the world being
Yeah,
on fire.
it was. I did want to go home, but my family was like, it's not worth it. Go work on your studies and everything. I'm in the ROTC program at the school and everything. They're like, focus on that. There'll be plenty more birthdays for you to be back home for. And then my birthday is actually a week from today.
Oh, very nice. How old are you going to be for your birthday?
I will be turning 20 years old.
Oh, to be 20 again. Hey, forgive my ignorance. Forgive my ignorance, sir. ROTC, what's that?
So I don't know if you guys have it over in the United Kingdom, but ROTC is actually stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps, and it's a way to become an officer in the United States Army.
Oh, wow. So you're training to join the forces?
I'm actually already in. ROTC is going to be a certain my next step in my military career.
How did you end up getting involved in the military in the first place?
Well, I have a dad who's a Marine, and not only that, but really my whole military thing started because school is expensive.
Yes.
So so I was looking for some money for school, and you know, I looked at the military, and you know, they said they would pay for a good chunk of it, and then ROTC came along, and they said they'd pay for all of it, and not only that, but it gave me a chance to become an officer in the Army, which really interested me too, and here we sit now.
Well, on behalf of obviously myself and everybody, we thank you for what you do. Like, you're out there keeping everything safe and brilliant, and we'll never be able to repay the debt that guys like you for what guys like you do. So genuinely, thank you. Like, we sit here and talk about wrestling. You're out there fighting the proper fight. So big love, my friend.
That means the world coming out of your mouth, Tom.
Oh dear, that's. Well, look, I appreciate everything that you do. The question today, though, isn't army based. It's not army based, I'm afraid. It is. I'd like to know if you could live in a TV show. What TV show would you live in?
So I know that American football might not be as big in where you are, Tom, as where I am. However, anybody from the U.S. who's watching will probably recognize the TV show Friday Night Lights, all about the Dillon Panthers. And I've been a football fan ever since I could remember when I was a little kid. And with all of with everything that happens in that show and football in Texas and everything like that. I don't know how much you know about football in Texas, but it might as well be another religion. Football might as well be a second religion down in Texas. And I've just always thought how amazing it would be to not only just live in real Texas, experience real Texas football in the real world, but then in the over dramatized world of Dillon, Texas, as it is in the TV show. I've always thought that would be such a cool place to live and to be.
So you land in the TV show. Who's the first person you go and visit?
Who's the first person I go visit? I'm gonna say anybody who watches the show. I've seen a couple people in the chat say they recognize Friday Night Lights. I would say the first person I'm gonna go see is the Dillon Panthers quarterback Matt Saracen. He's where does he live in the show? I can't even think where. It's been so long since I've watched the show, but I mean, I just remember loving it so much, and Matt was always one of my favorite characters.
Nice. I like it a lot. Lot of love, as you say, a lot of love in the chat for Friday Night Lights. Frank saying, well, Friday Night Lights in the UK, it was on Channel 5. I think now, so is it about a fictional football team? Have I got that correct?
Yes, the Dillon Panthers are a fictional football team, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the actual team is actually based off of a real place in Texas. It's just not called Dillon, and their logo isn't the Panthers, but I'm pretty sure it's based off of a real place.
We had a similar thing in the UK, and I'm gonna be amazed if anybody in the chat remembers this. On Sky One, there was a TV show called Dream Team, which was following the British version of football, soccer as it's known, and it was a team called Harchester United, and they used real match footage, but they doctored it so the players had the colours of Harchester United. The commitment to the cause was phenomenal, and it sounds very much like Friday Night Lights. Look, we're going to move on to some other callers, but genuinely thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and have a chat. You timed it well. You weren't the first caller on who had to do all the technical stuff. God bless you. You here as we got it right. So thank you for all you do, and thank you for being a part of the show today. It's an absolute pleasure, sir.
Thank you. I'm so happy you took my call.
And love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Love you, bye. That's the thing I got to tell you. I got to tell you that, right? When we sign off a call, you have to say love you, bye. You have to say love you bye. That has to be the last thing that you say. If you're going to call in, you've got to say love you bye. Now, normally this is something that you'll see on Twitch. You're probably surprised this has come up as a notification on your YouTube platform. So twitch.tv/Cultaholic. I cannot shout about that enough. It's one of the very few Twitch channels that Vince McMahon isn't owning yet, and hopefully he never will. Every single weekday on Twitch, we have stuff going on. And I can't shout enough about some of the cool stuff that we do over there. Not only is it with us guys that you see on the channel every day, we do, like myself, we have a movie show on a Tuesday where we watch old movies and just kick back and have fun. We do this on a Friday as well, which is always good fun to do. Of course, Adam Pacitti is there on a Tuesday night doing See You Next Tuesday. He's watching, I see what you did there. It spells Tanuke. And he'll be watching like some classic British TV, and you can see that every night as well, every Tuesday night on Twitch as well. Jack and Owen have been playing Football Manager on Twitch on a Wednesday night. If you want to see Sunderland have a better season than they've possibly ever had, you can do that via twitch.tv/Cultaholic on a Wednesday. Our boy Sam Driver is on a Thursday. He was playing some Among Us last night, and I'm fascinated by that game. And so I got an introduction of it by watching Sam play last night. And he's on a Thursday as well. And also, how could I not mention, not just the guys in front of the camera that you see on our Twitch channel, some of the amazing people behind it. There's producer Owen, who's basically the driving force behind Football Manager for Jack on a Wednesday. You can meet Owen. You can meet editor Andrew on a Monday. He dusts off his PlayStation 2. He's been playing Chicken Run and Jack and Daxter. And he'll moisturize his head for you. I'm not going to give that any context. No context. You can just enjoy it for what it is. If you haven't subscribed and followed already, twitch.tv/Cultaholic if you want to be involved. Taking a call now from Singer. Singer, is that yourself?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up with you, sir? I can hear you perfectly. Just confirm what's your name and where are you, sir?
So, my name is Navy and I'm from South Tyrol, Italy.
Oh, welcome, Italy, representing today. Where was I watching something from? I've been. Where was I watching something from Italy recently? But either way, how is Italy today?
Italy is pretty bad today. It's we got a storm over here.
Is it a storm with a funny name though? Because it always helps if it's a storm with a funny name.
No, it's just we're boring over here. It's just a random storm. We got a warning.
Should we name it? should we name it, Navy? Should we name it?
Yeah, we should name it.
Okay? Can you name me? Name me an ex-partner that you're not a fan of anymore. Name me an ex-partner that you fell out with.
I would say Sarah.
Okay. If you're in Italy and you're being rocked by a storm right now, it is Storm Sarah. We have confirmed it. Obviously, don't tell Sarah who said that. She might kick off. So how's your week been? Apart from obviously the bad weather, are you doing well? Have you been up to anything nice?
Yeah, well, this week I had school at home because in Italy right now we have the system that we have school 1 week at school and 1 week at home. So yeah, this week was at home and it's pretty chill at home.
How are you finding doing schooling from home?
It's easier than schooling. Well, it's easier than at school, but sometimes you just don't understand what the teacher is doing because they're pretty incompetent at using the computer.
Oh no! I can imagine half the classes are just the teacher's forehead, just looking down at you like that. Okay,
Yeah.
So they're kind of down here, like, okay, can you get your textbooks out? Go to page 5. Oh, just do my head in. But it's you got to do it. I mean, how are you when you're not schooling and you're at home? What are you doing to pass the time during lockdown? What are you doing to keep yourself amused?
Well, most of the times I'm on Discord with my friends, maybe playing Among Us or 2K.
Which 2K are you playing though? That's the
if
thing.
If there's good weather, 2K19.
Yeah, that's the right answer. We all dropped the ball on 2K20. I'll be sad when they stop doing support for 2K19 because I feel like that's the only wrestling game I currently play. And have you played Battlegrounds yet by any chance? I don't know whether you've had a chance.
No, I haven't played Battlegrounds yet.
Oh, that's a treat and a half. That is. That's actually not. It's not. It's a silly little knockabout game. But what other games did you say that you played, sir?
Among Us. It's a pretty fun game.
Yeah, Sam was playing that the other night. Where's it come from? Why is suddenly everybody playing Among Us?
Well, I just saw some memes on Instagram, and I was like, this game looks pretty fun, so we just started playing it.
And you just got into it from there. Fair enough. That sounds like a plan. Question for you then, sir. If you could live in any TV show, what TV show would you live in?
So if anime counts as TV shows,
yeah,
I
of
would
course
love
it
to be
does.
in Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Wow, you're brave. It's a
Yes.
nightmare there. Everybody's shooting each other. You spend 14 days powering up a move. Like it all kicks off over there. So
Yeah, it would be fun though.
oh, you'd have a great time. You'd have a great time. Who would you go and see first if you were entering the realm of Dragon Ball Z?
So I don't know if people know about Dragon Ball that much, but I would go and visit Vegeta. I think people know Vegeta.
Yeah, good shout. He'd be kicking off. You go like, how you doing to Vegeta? I'd be fine if I could get rid of the Kakarot. Yeah, it would just be him whinging at you for hours. He's good like that. That damn Kakarot.
Yeah, and I would just ask Vegeta to train me. I think he's a pretty intense dude, so yeah.
Amazing. And they'd be skills that you could bring back and surprise your friends and amuse your enemies. I like it a lot. Any plans for the weekend, sir? What are you doing? Although the storms are raging outside, have you got any plans?
I had plans to go out with my friends, but because of the storm, I think it's not gonna happen this week. So probably just stay at home, watch some Netflix series or something.
What are you watching at the moment on Netflix?
I'm watching Cobra Kai. I would say it's a pretty cool show. It's like a Nickelodeon show, just amped up, like swearing and everything.
Oh, I love the whole idea of Cobra Kai, how it's like the follow-on from the Karate Kid all those years ago. It's definitely on my list of shows to get into, so that might be something I end up doing this weekend as well. We've got to take.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We've got to take some other calls, but honestly, thank you very much for calling and being a part of Love You Bye Friday here on YouTube. You have a great weekend, all right?
Thanks. Bye.
And love you bye. You got to say love you bye. You've got to say love you bye. That's the
Love
rules.
you bye.
Love you bye. There he is. There he is. Nail it in there with the love you bye. Cobra Kai is amazing, says Danny D. I'm just going to take a look at some of the chat. Thank you very much. Lots of lovely people joining us for the show today, including Byron Watkins, who owns a Harchester United shirt. Picks or it didn't happen. That's amazing. So today's question, Dookie's just joined us. What's today's question? If you could live in any TV show, what would it be? What TV show would you live in? I'd kind of like to live in. Do you know what? I'd like to live in Frasier, and I'm going to put out as to why I want to live in Frasier. Right? You get to hang out with posh arseholes like Kelsey Grammer and Niles and Frasier Crane. Then you get their dad. You get Martin for a bit of a bit of normality. And Daphne's there, and we all love Daphne. And he clearly gets paid a ridiculous amount of money to do a radio show. I want to go live in Frasier. I want to go live in Frasier's Seattle. We could do this on KACL 780. That'd be amazing. That'd be so much fun. Is porn a TV show, says Chris Ever? I mean, I guess it is. I mean, if you lived in it, you just get frayed, wouldn't you? You just get burns all up your legs from abrasions, surely. The number ending 380. You are live. Who's this and where are you? Hello. Who's this?
Harriet.
But sorry?
It's Harriet.
It's Harriet. Hi, Harriet.
Hello.
Is this Harriet as in Ninja Sex Party Superfan Harriet?
Yes, it is.
Way! You threatened to try and call today and get through. So, Harriet, I want to give Harriet a plug. I want to give Harriet some love before Harriet talks because she'll be too shy to do it. Harriet has just completed a live stream raising money. Was it for Mind that you did it for the mental health charity?
It was, yes.
Amazing. A live gaming stream. And how much did you raise in the end?
We're up to £305 at the moment. So we
it's-
smashed the goal of 200.
Oh, get in. And it's still going?
It is. I think it's going for another month or two. So, God, I'm shaking. Sorry, my voice is
Oh, bless you. It's not that cold. Come on now. What I'm going to do is now I'm not on the Cultaholic Twitch, so I can't do it on the official one. But what's the address of your Twitch?
Oh, I don't have a Twitch.
It's on your YouTube, isn't it?
It is, yes. It is Manga Girl 232.
Manga Girl 232. We're giving some love and some support to Manga Girl 232. I won't let me put it on there. Well, I'll look into that. But yeah, so Manga Girl 232 on YouTube, raising money for Mind, amazing stuff. Anyway, enough on that. Harriet, how the devil are you?
I'm very good. I woke up late after the going to bed around 1 o'clock, so feeling great, just feeling fantastic at the moment.
That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Till 1. Oh, do you know what? I missed the days when I slept until 1 o'clock. That was amazing stuff. That was amazing time. Is that? I mean, I don't know. Is that a normal? Is that later than normal for bed for you? Is that a normal one or not?
No, I think after the adrenaline rush and everything took over, it's just kind of, I slept in a bit more usually because when I work, I wake up about 7 o'clock. So whenever I wake up about then, it's just like, right, time to work sort of thing. So today I woke up and thought, oh, that's a bit later than usual.
Oh, but fair play. But you know what? Fair play to you for doing it. Are you carrying on the stream? Does the stream continue this weekend?
No, that's it. I'm going to try and do another one probably around Christmas because I've got the bug now. But I do like doing live streaming.
Well, you got to be careful about saying you've got the bug in 2020. Everybody was thinking you got COVID.
That's true.
Stand 2 meters apart from you. You can't say that. How have you coped with all the lockdown stuff? Because as you can tell, Harriet, we're back in isolation station 24601. Oh, and by the way, I haven't mentioned this to the chat yet, but I feel like this might break the internet if I do it. But if I move my chair slightly to the one side, on the jacket that I was hoping to wear today, you may or may not see a certain little face. Hello. Hey, buddy.
Oh,
A wild Pablo appears. Hey, buddy.
Oh, you're blessed by Pablo.
You have been, congratulations, you've been blessed by Pablo. Your live stream has been now blessed by Pablo. The perils of working from home is that, well, I've ruined that camera angle now. The perils of working from home is that was the jacket I wanted to wear. And I came in a bit of a panic to try and get set up. He was already sat on it. So I was like, well, I guess we're not wearing that jacket anymore. We're wearing a different one. But the perils of working from home and living from home and working in lockdown, how are you finding the whole lockdown experience?
To be honest, I did struggle to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Usual anxiousness and things kick in. But I kind of cope through it by talking to people online, kind of editing videos, drawing, and also watching your good selves. Because believe me, your news streams every day have just been a joy to watch.
Oh, bless
really
you. Oh, thank you. It's. I'm very blessed to be able to bring them, and I know that sometimes the comedy borders on the cringe. I've got the vibe of that, but you know what? Just gotta be me. But if it's made you happy, if it's getting you through, then that's pretty much all we can ask for. That's pretty much all we can ask for. Have you been watching as much wrestling during lockdown, or is it just a case you've been watching it through us?
Probably watching it through you.
That's a few people have said to me like the only way they watch it now is through Cultaholic streams. So I do get that a lot. Were you watching it a lot during lockdown, or has it just sort of drifted off a little bit for you?
It's kind of been half and half. I have watched some of it, but I have been watching it recently, especially with Roman coming back, because Roman's one of my favourite wrestlers, and the fact now he's now heel is one of the best things that's happened to him, and it should have been done a long time ago, so I'm very happy.
Did you see Clash of Champions?
Yes, that was brilliant.
Oh! Pacitti said it! I agree with what Pacitti said. Probably one of the best angles in years. That was just brutal and uncomfortable. Like, I loved how uncomfortable it was to watch just Roman put this beating on Jay. And it was just, chef's kisses all round. It was beautifully done. Beautifully done. He's getting his...
Paul Heyman at the end, just looking terrified and fear, like, what have I created sort of thing, was just brilliant as well to add to it. He's so good
like that. He's just so good at getting that moment. And just, you could say, like you said, spot on, like just looking terrified, like he's created a monster in the corner. It's excellent. The ladder match as well was really good. I've seen a few people in the chat mentioning the ladder match. The ladder match was good in the opening as well. I thought that was a really solid showing from everybody involved. don't know whether you saw the ladder match
yeah.
yet. It was very, very good. Very good. So, plans for this week? Oh, actually, no, before we get to that bit, what am I thinking? Harriet, if you're going to live in a TV show, what TV show would you like to live in?
Oh, it's a split. I love comedy shows, so I'd love to kind of live on something like Red Dwarf.
Oh, great call.
Just the chaotic energy of it would be fantastic. You wouldn't be bored at all in space.
No, would you live on the Jupiter Mining Corporation ship Red Dwarf, or would you be out in Starbug, patrolling the universe?
I'd probably be out in Starbug, definitely.
What did you make of some of the comeback things they've done lately? Have you been watching some of the things they did on Dave?
Yeah, the feature length was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think when they started again a few years ago, it kind of reminds me of the groove of when it was back season 6, I'd say, onwards. But no, I have really enjoyed it. I've loved the spin-offs, what they've done when they took behind the scenes as well. They've been really good to watch, and I learned stuff I never knew about before. So it's been really good. I
love stuff like that. Red Dwarf's a good shout. Who would be your second in command? You sat in front of Starbug. Who sat next to you?
Oh, Lister.
Nice. I would say I kind of would have gone Crichton personally as a fan of Robert Llewellyn's work, but Dave Lister's a solid choice. The ultimate line in the history of Red Dwarf came from Series 6, and it's something that always stays with me, which was Arnold Rimmer turning to Crichton to say, "Step it up to Red Alert," and Crichton saying,
yeah.
"Sir, are you absolutely sure? It does mean changing the bulb."
Series 6 was actually the first series I ever watched, because I just saw it randomly on BBC Two, and then ever since then I was hooked.
And it was a good introduction, actually. I thought season 6 was the best series they ever did of Red Dwarf. I feel like that was the peak, I think. I think others have been close, but 6 is just phenomenal. 6 episodes, season 6. It's beautiful. Was it 6 episodes? I'm pretty sure it was. But it was...
I think it was.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. So, Harry, what you got planned for the weekend? Anything special?
Nothing much, really. Just resting. I've got videos to finish editing. And probably meeting my other half, just to socialise and just have a catch up.
Socially distanced socialising, though.
Sorry?
Socially distanced socialising.
Yes.
I don't want you two kissing.
No.
I want a postcode between you both. Unless Boris says otherwise, which he might do. He changed his mind quite a bit. But hey, look, Harry, we're going to chat to some other people on the lines, but thank you for calling in. And genuinely, amazing job with the live stream. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Charities like Mind don't get enough love, especially now when we're in this time where we're all sort of stuck in our own bubbles in our own heads. A charity that looks after mental health for people, I think, should be far more loved and appreciated than it is. And thank you for doing your bit to support them as well. You're flipping brilliant.
Oh, thank you. And thank you so much for yours and Cultaholic's hard work over the whole pandemic. And you are amazing and an inspiration to me in regards to what you do with mental health. So thank you so much for that.
Stop it. Stop it! Stop it! Always a pleasure, Harriet. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. That's Harriet. She was raising money for Mind. What a legend. What a legend. Oh, excuse me, where did that come from? Don't worry, that's not a 2319. That was just something caught in the back of my throat. Don't panic, it wasn't a 2319. Want to push again, twitch.tv/Cultaholic. This is where this show normally lives. On a Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock, we get together on the Twitch stream and we just take calls, we shoot the breeze, we have conversations about everything and anything as we go along. And I would hope that you'll join us 2 o'clock next week on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cultaholic. We do it there, but we do stuff, as I say, all throughout the week as well. Twitch.tv/Cultaholic. Also want to give a plug, whilst I've got your attention, for Desert Island Graps. This is the podcast that we do on the Cultaholic podcast feed. This month, we've got a massive month. It's had a summer break, and it's coming back. If you haven't heard Desert Island Graps yet, you might have heard the ones that I did with the lads from Cultaholic, with Adam and with Jack and with Sam and with Ross, and you can hear those still on the YouTube channel. This is where I ask wrestling dignitaries to pick 3 matches that they would watch if they were stranded on a desert island. And as well as doing the ones on the video, which you may have seen on the YouTube channel, we do them on a pretty much a weekly basis on the podcast feed as well. So going to give a cheap plug to how October looks for Desert Island Graps, if you don't mind me doing so. That is the lineup for Desert Island Graps on the podcast feed going forward. So Mance Warner, the AAW Pro Champion, we chatted to him, and you can listen to that one right now. We've got Chikara on there. On the 7th of October, she is the only British female in the PWI 500. An amazing performer. Amazing to chat to her. We've got Puff on the 14th of October on Puff's birthday. Puff's going to be on Desert Island Graps. You may have seen Puff on AEW Dark recently. This guy's got an amazing story. Him and the Buffalo Brothers, this gang of guys who lived in the same area and just set out to change the wrestling world. We're going to chat to him. 21st of October, there he is, Jimmy Jacobs. Former WWE writer, current Impact Wrestling writer, had an amazing conversation with Jimmy Jacobs. Not just about wrestling, but all about philosophy and life and all of that stuff. And it's amazing to chat to Jimmy Jacobs, and he is on the show on the 21st. And on the 28th, it's Priscilla Kelly. She's brilliant, and lots of questions to throw at Priscilla Kelly. That conversation we are having this week, and you will hear it on the 28th of October. How do you hear all these amazing podcasts? I hear you ask. There they are again. Now they're gone. There they are again. They've gone. How do you hear them all? Subscribe to the Cultaholic podcast feed. You get them every single week, as you saw there. Not only that, but you get classic reviews of Raw and SmackDown. We do daily news podcasts as well that accompany the YouTube news videos. We'll do a 20-minute bespoke news podcast as well. So maybe if you're one of those that doesn't like the gags and the jokes and the silliness in a news video, and you just want to know the news, we do the podcast for that reason. It is all the daily news, normally in your inbox first thing in the morning. So just search Cultaholic wherever you get your podcasts from. Subscribe to us there. It'd be great if you did. We're taking a call right now. This is from Simon Hoy 96. Simon Hoy, you are live. Please don't swear. Hi, Simon. Is it Simon Hoy? Have I got that right? Or is it like a pseudonym on the internet?
No, it's true. My name is Simon Hoy.
Simon Hoy, and where are you calling from, Simon Hoy?
I'm calling from Denmark.
Denmark, lovely to have you with us from Denmark, sir. How is Denmark today?
Pretty okay, I think. It's not that different from the UK. So yeah.
I know. I feel like the language is nicer. I feel like Denmark. I feel like the Danish language is much nicer.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like
you were the first one that said that.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
No, I like the flow and the pace of the accent and the dialect. I like it.
Thank you so much.
I feel like ours gets abused quite a bit. So how is your day going, Simon?
Pretty good. I just got off from school and I just saw that you posted this, and I would love to talk to you.
Oh, well, you can't. I'm kidding. You're here now. Of course you are. So what have you been learning at school today?
I've been learning about economics and law and things like that. I'm studying an AP degree in hospitality, tourism, and service management. So
wow, that's there's a lot going on there. So what's the plan going to be? What's the goal for when you finish up your degrees?
The goal when I started was to get into the travel business, but yeah, that's pretty hard right now.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't take it personally, because by the looks of things, no one's getting into the travel business right now. You know?
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that they won't ever again. Like these things will always pass. Like we will have a day where we will go back to flying and forgetting to wash our hands. That's sort of creatures like that. And we will do. But so your time will come for that. Before all this COVID-y malarkey kicked off, when you're working in the travel business, what did you perceive yourself doing within it, like in terms of like day to day? What would you love to be doing?
Yeah, like something about working in an airport or something like that. Yeah, we have a couple of airports here in Denmark that I wanted to work in, but they are not taking anybody in. They've just fired everybody, and yeah. So yeah.
What role within an airport are we thinking?
Like hostess, check-in person thing like that.
Nice.
Something like
that's important, because you're normally like normally the check-in person is the person that, whenever I've been on holiday, the check-in person normally gets like the top layer of my banter, because normally I'm incredibly excited to be at the airport because I'm normally going on holiday. So I'm if you think I'm annoying in a news video, wait till you meet me before I go on holiday. Like, I'm up there. I'm annoying up there. So lots of respect to people who work at the check-ins who have to deal with people who are ecstatic about going away, but you're just working another day in the job. Like, you know.
Exactly.
There's a commitment there.
I could understand that people would be ecstatic, but still, it could be hard to work that job, but still it's a rewarding job to have, I think, because like you're meeting people in one of the best times in life when they are going on holiday. So it's something that you get back from people.
That's
when
it.
they're going on holiday.
Yeah, that's a lovely way of looking at it. You're seeing people at their best, at their happiest, at their most joyful. Like, that's the coolest thing. Well, look, I'm crossing all things that we get to talk down the road, you and I, and we get to talk like on the day before or the day after your first shift working back at an airport. Like, I want that to be a thing that happens, sir. I really do. I think that'd be ace for you. No, so I'm thinking of you. Next time I check into an airport, which may be hopefully soon, I will be thinking of you. But Simon, one of the things, thank you, sir. Thank you. One of the things we're doing today, sir, is we are asking people if they could live in a TV show, what TV show would they live in? So Simon, if you could live in any TV show, what would you be living in?
I've thought about that, and to be honest, it's a hard question for me to answer, but I tend to go more for the TV show Teen Wolf, if you know what that is.
I know Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Is that not dangerous? I feel like you'd be fraught with danger to live in Teen Wolf.
Yeah, exactly. But like, still, it would be so cool to be a part of the like a supernatural creature or something like that. Like, something like that. It would be so cool, I think.
Would you want to hang out with Tyler, or would you want to be Tyler? Would you want the werewolf powers?
I want to be Tyler. That's hard to. Don't put me in that situation.
I'm putting you in that situation, Simon. Put you in that situation.
Because like, he is such a cool dude in general when like he's out in normal situations, but I would just want to be a werewolf too, man. I like, really.
That's what do you think? What's the upside of being a werewolf?
Like the powers that you can hear what people are talking about, like in such a far distance, and you have the powers, and you're just ripped as like, yeah.
You nearly said ripped as F, didn't you? You nearly said ripped as F. I see you.
Yeah,
I see you. I hear you. So the powers of super hearing and being ripped to shreds. That's a good shout. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah. I like it a lot. Plans for the weekend, sir? What are you up to?
Working.
You're back working all weekend?
Exactly. Well, so yeah.
Well, I hope
it's not exciting at all, but
there's no. Hey, look, like, work is work. You know, you got to do what you got to do to make money and to live a nice life. So whatever work you're doing, what is the day-to-day work that you're doing at the moment, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I actually have a couple of different jobs right now to like pay the bills and something like that.
Oh wow.
Of course, here in Denmark, in Scandinavia, I don't know if it's in Scandinavia in general, but here in Denmark we get a bit of money from the government when we go to school, so that helps paying the bills. But I also work in the Legoland that's here in Denmark.
You work in Legoland?
Exactly.
What? Yeah. You're playing that down like, oh, it's just a job. You work in Legoland?
Exactly.
That's amazing.
I love it. It's the best job.
That's
really,
the best job. Are you just okay? Talk to me. Talk about it. Okay, right. Do you build the rides every morning, or do you just put them up the once and then leave them?
We just put them up once, of course. Yeah, we just put them up once.
What is it you do at Legoland?
I'm a ride operator, so yeah.
So, Okay, just which ride are you operating this weekend? Do you know, or do they swap them around?
Yeah, we're just swapping around a little bit, but every day we are getting like a certain ride we have to be at, because we have to like be a certain amount of persons at each ride, because we there has to be some safety restrictions we have to have.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I have a couple of rides I have to be at, but I can't remember. Oh, wrong one. I have to be. Do you have that in the UK? A dragon ride in the UK?
I know. We have a Legoland in Windsor. I think.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Windsor one?
I have indeed. It's quite fun.
Yeah,
many years ago, I went many moons ago with other family, but I love Legoland.
Yeah, it's the best. I love it.
Yeah, that's it, and this is it. It's a cool job. Don't never play down the job that you do. Like I'm envious. I want to work in Legoland. I want to dress up as a Lego man, and I want to make the joke every day of standing on a piece of Lego and going, "Oh, that hurts more than you thought." Like that's what I want to do. That's the dream. That's the dream.
But you know what? Don't ever wish for getting like to dress up as a Lego man. It's the worst feeling ever, because it's just hard as. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was about to say the F word again.
Oh, you sweary boy. Don't swear like this at Legoland. All the pieces are falling apart.
But yeah, it's really hot in there, because there's not enough space, and then it's just big, and yeah.
Have you dressed as a Lego? Okay, you're blowing my mind, Simon. Have you dressed as a Lego man at Legoland?
Once.
Wow! We've got an actual Lego man on the show. That's amazing. That's a celebrity. That's incredible. Answer me this. Riddle me this, Lego Simon, which is now your name, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Lego Simon. If you call again, you're Lego Simon.
Okay.
If you feel sick, do you have to be sick in the hat or not? Are you sick in your head? Do you have to be sick in your head?
What?
If you feel sick, this is a serious question, Simon. If you feel sick and you're like, oh God, I'm gonna be sick, I can't take my head off, because if I take my head off, it'll traumatize all the kids.
Like that. Oh.
And they'll go, Lego men aren't real. What's the point anymore? And we don't want that. Do you have to be sick in the head?
Oh, like that. Oh, I thought you asked me if I was about to go mental, and no. But...
if you screw your own head off.
That was why I was like, what?
Like, what is he on about? Why am I screwing my own head off?
But we have a signal that we are walking around with a princess, a girl that's dressed as a princess, and then we're walking around with that girl, and then we just we're walking with her in the hand, and then if we are feeling sick, then we are just pressing a little bit on the hand, and it depends on how sick we are. That's how much we press in the hand. If we're really sick, it's just like no.
So but ultra squeeze means I'm gonna literally everything's coming up. Everything I've ever eaten is coming up right now. Like if you squeeze,
exactly.
And just before I promise you, I'll stop banging on about how excited I am about you're a Lego person. Like on the screen right now, is that the outfit you wear? Is it like that?
What do you? Oh,
is that you, Simon? Is that you?
That's me and
yes!
the girl from the school. Yeah,
that's incredible. Look at that, Lego. So that is, if I could, what I might do is, you've called the Skype account, so I might assign that picture to your account name, so I know next time you ring that it is Lego Simon. Hey, look, mate, I'm gonna let you go because I'm no doubt boring your head off. But thank you.
No. Hey, by the way, I have one thing to say.
Do I owe you money?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Just think that you should all be minding a little more attention to Danish wrestling, to be honest.
Okay.
We have 3 different kinds of promotion just in Denmark that are doing wrestling. And one right now is actually having a partnership with WXW and is quite on the rise right now. So just be minding about that.
Well-
Body Slam Pro Wrestling is the name.
Okay. Hey, that's great to hear. The thing is, we do a podcast series called Wrestling Curiosities, where we talk about like sort of wrestling stuff off the beaten track. It's coming back in October for a new series, and we talk about like mythical wrestling, and we also go into in depth onto other types of wrestling. We did a special just as lockdown was started on Kirk Pinar, which is the oil wrestling. We did stuff on Icelandic trouser wrestling. We did a whole special on that as well. But I'd love to know more about the history of wrestling in Denmark. Are we friends on Twitter, Simon? Are we friends on Twitter?
I don't actually know, to be honest, Tom.
Well, I'm at Tom Campbell on Twitter, which normally comes up during the thing. So add me on there, follow me on there, and let's talk about this over the weekend. That'd be great, because I'd love to do something more on that. That'd be great to talk to you about.
Yeah, it's like the Danish and Scandinavian wrestling scene is actually called Scandigraphs. Like, you have a British style, then we have a Scandinavian style by us.
Scandigraphs. That's already a great... I like that a lot. That's already a great name for a podcast. I like it a lot. But we'll talk on Twitter, friend. Please do, because I'd like to find out a bit more about that. And we're going to let you go because we're running out of time on the show today. But it's been ace to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time today. All right, love you, bye, Simon.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye, Simon. Love you, bye. Lego Simon. That is going to be, unfortunately, our last caller of the show. We're flat out of time. We're actually over time at this point. Before I let you go, we like to do a little bit where we look to what is to come this week in the world of professional wrestling. This is how we sign off from every week on Love You Bye Friday, where we do 3 pitches for the week in professional wrestling ahead. Let's take a look at what is planned for wrestling ahead. This is just predictions from me. There may be some sources connected to this, probably not. Pitch 1 for next week. Inspired by taking social media platforms off of all the wrestlers, Vince McMahon will launch his very own OnlyFans account, which will see, for the low price of $39.99 a month, you can look at Vince McMahon flexing with chains and probably getting his bum out. Pitch number 2, inspired by the launch date of the XFL, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his consortium buying the XFL will reignite the World Pog League. In another example of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson bringing a sport back to life, expect to see slammers and the slogan, "Can you smell what the pog is cooking?" on t-shirts everywhere by the end of 2022. And pitch number 3, with Paige turning up in Coronation Street in weeks to come, we will finally see Ken Barlow cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. It's gone on too long. Deirdre's in for it. Or maybe Mike Baldwin. It's quite an old reference, that one. That is Love You Bye Friday for today. You can find us next week back at twitch.tv/Cultaholic. Thank you so much for putting up with some of the technical nonsense at the very beginning. I know it's a bit naff to sit through that sort of thing, and I know that can be a little bit frustrating, but thank you very much for sticking around, and thank you for so many people coming in and being a part of this. This has been really, really good fun. Genuinely honoured. If you are a Patreon, at patreon.com/Cultaholic, you can head over to the Discord right now, where the Patreon-only after party is taking place, where we basically do this for another hour. So you can join patreon.com/Cultaholic right now, and you can join the conversation over on the Discord. And as I say, twitch.tv/Cultaholic. Follow us on there. We have extra non-wrestling, barely wrestling content throughout the week at twitch.tv/Cultaholic. I hope to see you next week when we move this back onto twitch.tv/Cultaholic. Hey, stay safe and love